Welcome to today's video, where we'll take a deep dive into the fascinating story of the 1973 Australian 1 cent coin, a small but historically rich piece of currency. This coin, in circulated condition, holds within it not only the tale of its creation but also the countless journeys it has taken, through pockets, purses, tills, and savings jars over the years. The 1 cent coin was first introduced in 1966, when Australia transitioned to the decimal currency system, replacing the old pounds, shillings, and pence. By 1973, it had already become a familiar and essential part of daily commerce in Australia. Though tiny in value, it was indispensable in making up prices and completing everyday transactions. The reverse design of the 1 cent coin is one of its most iconic features. Designed by Stuart Devlin, the coin depicts a feather-tailed glider, a small Australian marsupial known for its ability to glide between trees. Even in circulated condition, the outline of the glider remains a charming and instantly recognizable design. The feather-tailed glider represents more than just wildlife. It symbolizes the unique and diverse natural environment of Australia. Devlin's choice to showcase native fauna on coins helped create a distinct national identity in the country's decimal coinage. On the obverse side of the 1973 coin, we see the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. The effigy, created by Arnold Machin, shows the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. But the portrait still carries an unmistakable air of authority and continuity. The coin was minted in bronze, an alloy of copper, tin, and zinc, giving it a warm reddish-brown tone when new. Over the years and through circulation, the coin's surface often darkens, showing shades of deep brown, black, or even green patina depending on its storage and handling. Though small in size and value, the 1 cent coin was incredibly significant to everyday life in the early 1970s. Whether used to pay for sweets at a corner store or to make exact change, the coin served a role in nearly every transaction Australians made. In circulated condition, the 1973 coin often shows scratches, wear on the glider's delicate details, and smoothing of the Queen's portrait. Yet these marks are not flaws. They are evidence of a coin that lived a full life in the economy it was made for. The year 1973 itself was an interesting period in Australia, a time of social and political change. While the 1 cent coin may not directly reflect those events, it served as part of the everyday backdrop to people's lives during that decade. For collectors, circulated coins like the 1973 1 cent piece are valuable not for rarity, but for the history they represent. They serve as affordable entry points into numismatics while still offering deep cultural and historical insights. The feather-tailed glider design also speaks to Stuart Devlin's brilliance as a coin designer. He was able to compress detail, artistry, and symbolism into a tiny space, and even in circulated condition, the animal retains much of its beauty. The small denomination coins also highlight how much inflation has changed the value of money. In the 1970s, a handful of 1 cent coins could buy something meaningful. Today, they are obsolete as currency, which makes them fascinating relics of a different economic era. Australia withdrew the 1 and 2 cent coins from circulation in 1992. Meaning the 1973 issue has long since disappeared from everyday use. This adds to its nostalgic value, especially for people who grew up using these coins. A circulated example often bears unique marks, making no two coins exactly alike. Some may have smoother wear from gentle handling, while others carry deeper scratches from heavy use. Each coin tells its own small story. The 1 cent coin was small, measuring just over 17 millimeters in diameter, but despite its size, it made a big impact on Australian coinage. It connected people to the nation's wildlife and to the Queen's monarchy at the same time. For many children in the 1970s, the 1-cent coin was often their first experience with money. It was light, easy to save, and often used in pocket money, which gives it sentimental importance in addition to historical significance. The circulated condition of the coin also allows us to reflect on its durability, proving the strength of both the bronze alloy and the minting process. The feather-tailed glider, when studied closely even in worn examples, still shows motion and elegance. Its long tail and delicate body remind us of the beauty of Australian wildlife, which was intentionally highlighted in decimal coinage. The obverse portrait by Arnold Machen also serves as a reminder of the global reach of Queen Elizabeth II's reign. Coins like this connected Australia to the wider Commonwealth while also asserting its unique identity through the reverse design. When collectors handle a 1973 1-cent coin in circulated condition, they are not just holding metal. They are holding an object that may have been used in shops, passed through generations, or saved in jars by families over decades. Even the wear patterns on circulated coins can tell stories. Some coins may have smooth edges from years of pocket travel, while others may show sharper dings from accidental drops or harder use. The coin also reflects Australia's efforts in the 1970 South to define itself culturally and economically. Its design celebrated native animals and natural beauty, showing pride in the land while remaining tied to global traditions. As part of the broader decimal series, the 1-cent coin complemented higher denominations, ensuring that the system worked smoothly and logically.